In my previous video, I talked to you about Teleport VPN, and if you've missed that, there's a link down in the description below and it's popping up on the screen now. I'm a little bit late this time in terms of the release of this video for the UniFi network application. It says it was released 10 days ago, but it actually only became official a couple of days ago. So I'm going to quickly go through the differences and some of the updates in this new update. So looking at the overview, we have the Teleport VPN. Again, I will quickly brush over it, but if you've missed it, the video is down in the description. Adding traffic routes, switch port insights for bulk editing, some improved search and filters, improved traffic statistics. Hopefully their statistics are a bit more accurate now. Global AP settings and Wi-Fi statistics UI. There's a load of improvements, so I'm not going to go through every single one of them, otherwise this will probably end up being a 20-minute video. A couple that stand out to me are MIMO column in the client's page, so you can see how they're connected, 802.1 ID for the client's page, so you can see what VLAN there are. You can take that via subnet, but it just shows you exactly what they're connected to. An option to forget clients, an update to RSP anomalies list. I'm not quite sure what that list was, but there's an update to that one. That's been updated. And the other one, last one, was do not include offline devices in the locked AP compatibility device check. After that, there's also a load of bug fixes as well. So we all know some of the console has a bit of issues, some of the networking has a bit of issues, so there's a load of fixes here as well. Again, I'm not going to go through all of these, otherwise we might be here for a little while, but you can read these in your own leisure. I'll leave a link down to this article in the description below. In terms of known issues, there's the USG Pro 4, which is missing in the dashboard, and editing traffic rules with offline clients selected is not possible. So I'm just going to quickly go ahead and show you these side by side. There isn't that many, so this shouldn't really take too long. One side is 7.1.61 and the other side is 7.0.20. So a little bit of a difference between the two versions. So looking straight on the dashboard, immediately there doesn't really look to be anything too different. The first thing that I spotted is the Wi-Fi client. So you can see on the old version, which is on just above my head, that is 7.0.20, and this shows me how many Wi-Fi clients are connected. But if I look at the newer version, it actually gives me an option to go in and dive into the statistics. This might have been available in another area, but this gives you the option on the home page as well. So it shows you what's running on Wi-Fi 4, Wi-Fi 5 and Wi-Fi 6. It also shows you the experience, what sort of Wi-Fi experience they have, and also in terms of what their signal is. And as I mentioned in one of the updates, it also shows you the MIMO now as well, so it shows you how it's connected. The next thing I want to look at is the UniFi devices. So you can now drill into some of the switches. So if I just bring up this switch here and I go to Insights, so previously the Insights just gave me the statistics for CPU and memory, but now what happens if I go into a switch and I go into ports, you can see I have port insights as well. So now I can click on this and it gives me a bit more of a further understanding of what's connected to my switch where. So this is really handy because it tells me what's plugged into each port if it's got a proper name. Otherwise it'll probably just come up with the IP. If it's PoE, how much wattage is it taking, and if it's an uplink or a downlink port. So that's quite useful. And down here it shows me the port, what the PoE capability is, what profile it's using, what speed it's running at, the activity, and the TX sum. I don't actually have my RSP plugged in, but one thing you can do now is go to the device, go to settings. This was always available on the UDM Pro, and click on debug, and what this will do is it will load a console where you can do some further analysis on there if you need to do so. So I'm just showing you on here so you can have a look and you understand exactly how that works. The next thing was the Wi-Fi global AP settings. So we have a list of the Wi-Fi networks. You can see these side by side here. And if we go down to the global AP settings, let me just move myself out of the way. If we have a look at the global AP settings, you can see the settings are here, and on the new side, they are a little bit different in terms of the channel width. You can set that just here, exclusion, so it just looks a little bit different. The settings are the same. Last but not least is the teleport and VPN. So again, on this side you had just a VPN, and on this side you have teleport and VPN. And as I mentioned, it's zero config. You click enable, send an invitation link, and the Wi-Fi Man app opens up and connects up. Currently it is just available for Android and iOS. It does say macOS, but I haven't actually been successfully able to download that. So if anybody has, let me know down in the comments below. Maybe it is available now. It wasn't available when I tested it last week. There is just one more thing, I didn't actually complete that, is traffic management. So if we go down here, scroll down to the bottom, you can see there's now something called traffic routes. So to create a traffic route, you go in there, you choose what kind of route you're going to take. Is it the internet, an IP address, a domain name? If it's a domain name, you add it in. So InsideWire.co.uk, for example. You go to select the device, you go to all devices that you want to redirect. You go to all devices, you click on it. You can click on multiple, so you can select whatever you want. You choose an interface. Do you want it at the default or the backup? And then finally you give it a description. If you want to see a further video on exactly how this works, let me know and I might be able to put something together. Overall, that is pretty much it in terms of the update. There wasn't really too much on this. I'm hoping for a slightly bigger update next time, so there is a bit more to look at. If you found this video useful, let me know down in the comments below. Again, remember to like, subscribe. This is InsideWire, and I'll see you in the next one.